After a 10-year period of sustained growth, Manchester has been confronted with the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. These unexpected challenges, combined with Brexit uncertainty, have left many asking whether or not growth of the city centre office market will continue to fly. Since 2011, Manchester has achieved more growth in its office market than any other regional city. So, what has been and is the secret to Manchester's success? OBI spoke to Sir Richard Leese, the leader of Manchester City Council, Matt Moulding, the CEO and Executive Chairman of THG, and John Cooper, Partner and Head of Regional Planning at Deloitte, for their insight into the future of the city. The Council have actively pursued a strategy to realign an economy once reliant on manufacturing and engineering by playing to strengths in the science, creative, tech and digital sectors. It is now robust, diverse and growing.
We are advanced manufacturing, we're also digital, we're also life sciences, we're also creative media. We're not pigeonholed.
The development of a more diverse housing offer meets the requirements of a growing workforce who want to live and work in the city.
Economic growth, jobs are driven by quality of life and places where people want to live and work. And what we've done increasingly over the past decade is made Manchester a place where talented people want to live and work.
Long-term plans to strengthen transport connectivity, including the Metrolink and Ordsall Cord, have reduced the reliance on cars, allowing for more efficient and enjoyable use of the city centre.
The infrastructure's there, the road infrastructure, the rail. You've got Manchester Airport, you've got top universities, and I don't think it's any coincidence then that you see other brilliant businesses in Manchester. There's some fantastic businesses which are big employers, growing super fast. The talent pool is really strong, the universities play a really good role.
The merger of UMIS and the University of Manchester in 2004 has been a real generator. A top-class research-led university is something that made a real difference.
The creation of an offer matching the best global cities has been key to attracting and retaining the talent needed to drive the city's success.
Cafe society, restaurants, bars, all of that is important. It's part of creating the place where people want to live.
The adoption of strategic regeneration frameworks have ensured that complementary micro-locations are created, as opposed to one-off developments, with considered and high-quality approaches that complement and enhance their environment.
Placemaking is not just the buildings and collections of buildings, but also the spaces in between public realm. It's not just you go into work, you do work and you go home. It's about what is around you.
Having a clear strategy and having a leadership team within the City Council actually who've helped to foster private sector investment, create partnerships in order to deliver those agendas.
We've been really committed to the area, we've put in significant investment, we've followed the guidance and principles that Manchester Council has wanted us, and we found them to be an excellent partner.
When the COVID-19 pandemic struck in 2020, Manchester did not hit pause, it continued to press play. The Council's immediate response to the pandemic was to reinforce its positive and proactive approach, actively encouraging new planning applications and working with developers to catalyse new commercial development.
It's over £1 billion worth of approvals in one meeting, and it isn't just more of the same. There's some very characterful development.
The amount of construction activity on site is absolutely fantastic. 72 schemes on site, that's a high level, and actually 24 new starts as well. Those £1 billion worth of schemes that have come through the pipeline put the city in good stead for the recovery and for the next few years, so it was a really smart move.
The national lockdown has forced many companies to adopt new ways of working and adapt to the demands from their workforce for more flexible working. But despite the setbacks, the future for Manchester and its office market remains bright.
We've got thousands of young people, that are aged between the ages, 16 to 25, and we create big communities for them. and productivity is strong when you bring everybody together as well. So whilst we've done incredibly well during lockdown, and it's shown a level of flexibility no one thought was achievable, no one will be able to convince me that there isn't a real strength to having officers.
In addition to the negative effects of working from home, there are other reasons for a positive outlook. The core innovation sectors look set to be the fulcrum for growth, and a strong carbon agenda will position Manchester ahead of other cities.
Occupiers will be increasingly looking for high environmental standards, and I think by maintaining the real pressure on zero carbon will keep us as a city that's ahead of the game.
Office starts, 1.2 million square feet was completed last year. The city is incredibly resistant. The conditions for growth are still there.
I sort of resist a little bit the notion of building back. There are opportunities that have come out of this in terms of building forwards. Historical example was post the IRA bomb in 1996. We want to take that as an opportunity to put right mistakes we have made in the past, and I think that's the approach that we took then and the approach we take now.
Our plan is to employ an awful lot of people across the world, but especially in the area over the next couple of years, but certainly this year. And there's a responsibility to do that because we are quite a leisure-focused community. And so if we can come in and employ more and other people like us can, then we'll get through this much quicker.